Hello, welcome to today's video. Today's video is for a fantastic donator and long-time viewer, Toasty. So thank you, Toasty, for just being there. You've been in the Discord for a while now and just awesome person, but thank you so much for your donation. And this is Toasty's deck list, Angrath, the Flame Chain. So we've been here before, but this is going to be a revisit, which is always fun. I like going back and improving things where possible. So this list is pretty much what you see is what you get from Toasty's deck list. All I did was change 2 lands that I didn't have, but I swapped them for a mountain and a swamp. It was just a couple of rare lands that I didn't have. One of them was Mana Confluence, actually. But yeah, the deck looks very strong. There's definitely a Planeswalker theme, a discard theme, and a control theme, which is all themes I like to see in one place. I've always thought Angrath was a really good card. He's very good against control. It hits them at an angle where it's kind of difficult to get around, especially if you resolve this against a mono blue player. It can be tricky for them to deal with, obviously apart from bounce or mind control spells. But yeah, it's just a really powerful card. You can also steal the opponent's big threat and smack them in the face with it as well. Lots of nice ramp. Of course, we've got the One Ring. Oh, the One Ring. That's going to be scary. That's going to up our deck level a bit. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, waste not, all the usual awesome discardy shenanigans. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to use it straight from the deck list. So if there are any changes that I do want to make, I'll just go through the video. I'll tell you when I do them. But yeah, let's see how it goes straight at the deck list. So thank you once again, Toasty, for your deck list. And if anyone else wants me to make a video for them, check out the donation details below. Ko-fi, one-time amount, or Patreon, monthly amount. But yeah, you can get a custom video of your choice, and I'll make you the video, shout you out, call you out, look at you, and point at you as well if you want to. I don't have to do those things if you don't want me to. Pretty cool starting hand. We've got some very powerful things. Reanimate works really well in this deck because Angrath makes people discard things. If our Shieldred or Valky dies, we can get them back as well. So yeah, there's a lot of cool things. Bedevil. But we are going up against Death and Taxes, which is a very naughty deck. Made ever the naughtier by the fact they're not actually moving. Ooh, so close to just... Let's just fetch it here. There's no point feigning. A lot of people like to feign spells, having mana up and stuff, but it's just... yeah. It's just whatever. So if we put a big creature in the bin here, we can reanimate it next turn. Do we have any creatures in this deck? I'm not entirely sure why the opponent is putting a stopper there. Takanuma, that can go in the bin. Annoyingly, if they go for Thalia next turn, we don't have the mana to kill her with a Rampage yet. Go to Triumph. Okay, let's just go for Valky. Let's just do something. Let's just have a look at what we're working with here. Take away the Ranger Captain, because that is annoying. So we can pay 3 mana to have Valky become a copy of Ranger Captain. Bounty Agent. So next turn they can sacrifice this in order to destroy legendary permanent. Interesting. So we could turn this into a non-legendary permanent. Oh, this is actually really irritating. They've got us a little bit here. Brave Elements give some protection from something as well. I think we just make them sacrifice a creature here because it gets around the Brave Elements. They might want to keep the Thalia. Right, okay, so they want to use the Bounty Agent to kill this. Cheeky boy. Right, let's just get to their turn. Well, the good news is that if they do use this, we could just reanimate it. No blocks. I want to make them work for it a little bit. There we are, just going to get rid. So that goes back to their hand, and they're going to redeploy it. Creature card mana value 1 or less. That is really good, isn't it? Get an Esper Sentinel. Going to get a dog. Okay. Oh, this is annoying. Especially when they have protection, destruction and exile again. So basically, whatever we do, it's just going to get hidden away again. Ah, and they've got the blooming... They've got so much protection that we can't really work our way around. This one is requiring a bit of thought, isn't it? They've got protection on the field. In hand. Play this, it just gets exiled. We've got no way of doing it. Play this, we can make them get rid of the Selfless Savior. And reanimate it for some reason. And they can just use something to exile it. Or we could just hold up the Bedevil and then kill the dog in their turn. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. Right, so we're going to say 4. We'll get a 16. If we top deck to Languish, that... My goodness, Languish would have been perfect. Thalia. Fine, she can resolve. Because it now means that Brave the Elements is actually 1 more mana, isn't it? But it does also mean that... I mean, they're going to use the Selfless Savior no matter what, I think. Can't cross non-creature spells this turn. Okay. So actually, Brave Elements is actually not working in their favour here, is it? Because they can't use it. We could reanimate something. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm not playing this right. Luminarch Aspirant. Oh my goodness. This is getting really difficult now. Virus Beetle. Okay, we'll just make them sack a creature. I think making them sack either one of those is going to be good.
When I win, you're telling me what you know.
There goes that.
Sacrifices must be made.
Play this. Struggling a bit, aren't we? Just getting absolutely caned by a Ranger Captain of Eos here. And they get rid of the Leonin Relic Warden. Okay, so they've basically just had an absolute god hand here. Oh my goodness, and they've got even more to come.
Fine, I'll take my
Turn to 5. Surprised they didn't just use his ability here to make us not be able to cast anything. What do we want to go for? Well, they're going to use the exile effect. So exile something. Well, yeah, I think we just lost the game, really. Ranger Captain of Eos. God damn it. We had a lot of removal, but it just wasn't enough because they're just doing 1-to-1 removal each time, but they basically win out on each kind of exchange there. And they can just attack in unimpeded with Brave Elements. Damn. Annoying. Annoying. But oh well, moving on. Alright, I can't really say no to a Dark Ritual hand. They are the best. Just need to hit some more lands on top, please. Inquisition. I think when you go second, Inquisition and discard effects just aren't as good because the opponent's already doing loads of crazy stuff. Blood on the Snow. Let's just do a bit more ramp here. Maybe we can get a Blood on the Snow soon just to kill everything. I think Dark Ritual is an interesting card, although it's powerful. You really have to be timely with it, otherwise you're going to kind of lose your momentum later on. So I think now is a good time to do just a little bit of curating the field. So get rid of that, so then the 1 damage doesn't keep coming over. And then I'm just inclined to have a look. I kind of just want to see what I'm dealing with, to be honest. Alright, cool. So we get to that for now. I don't just want to randomly be losing my Valky just yet. They could just hit her. They've got Cthulhian Nightmare. That's very powerful. Sack a creature, return creatures back. Ugh. So it's a good thing we do not have... Do you know what? In the interest of getting rid of the Carrier Thrall permanently, let's just do this. Trade with it. I'll get the Accursed Marauder back. And we'll play Alesha. And the Chthonian Nightmare. Oh, that's so powerful. I don't understand why this is so powerful, this card. Paying X energy. Energy has always been an absolutely scary thing, but... 2 toughness on each. Then we can just afford to do that then. That feels very lucky, but we are going to take 3, get a 16. Yeah, so every time it comes down, they get 3 energy, which is enough to bring back Judith or the commander. Then pay any energy and then sacrifice it, a creature, to return this and the creature back to play. Crazy. And here we go again. It's just like an endless loop, isn't it, really? Especially with something like Carrier Thrall, which gives you double lives on something like Chthonian Nightmare. Intensity going up in there is silly as well. How do you actually get around Chthonian Nightmare? I actually don't know. So every turn for 2 mana, they can just continuously keep paying things over and over again. It comes in... let's untap it here. How do we really... stop this from going... Let's just destroy creatures. I feel like they've just got us in an endless loop with this Chthonian Nightmare. And I'm trying to find a way to stop it that doesn't involve having to exile the graveyard. Oh no, they've got Cauldron Familiar. This used to be an absolute bane. 3 energy, pay 3 energy, sacrifice this, bring something back. Chittering Skull Speaker keeps drawing them 1 card, 2 card, 3 card. Yes, very tricky. Yeah, I guess the only thing that's actually hindering the Chthonian Nightmare is black mana, which they've probably just drawn into right now. Shieldred. I don't know what to do. I think we can't win this game, guys. We steal this, we attack with it, it goes away, but then they can just play any small creature, Chthonian Nightmare again. I don't know what to do. What would Jesus do? And now they've got a drain trigger on a stack. Each time something dies. I don't like 1-card combos, but this is certainly it. And it becomes exponentially worse, because when you get the first 3 energy, sometimes people won't use it all, right? And then therefore they'll have some left over. So they had 1 or 2 left over, so they just keep doing it over and over again. And now they can use Judith's death ability to kill the Angrath when they sacrifice something else. Oh, they're just going to use bone shards.
Fire's out, but the embers burn.
Okay.
I am the master.
I'm just trying to find a way to stabilize.
I do quite enjoy necromancy.
Oh, 2 damage again.
Not today, Death.
Right, that's a real shame,
Like
guys.
you're on your own now.
And they keep leaving it in the graveyard as well. And then they also have the Croxer, so they can get that out at any time. Croxer would be a really nice hit to get back with Angrath, because we steal it, attack with it, make them discard and lose another 3. They're at 14, but I just feel like that's too slow as well. I feel another reason we're not doing so well is Angrath is definitely poised more at facing a control matchup. But against aggro, it's just not as good. And I think we genuinely just discard the Shieldred because it just dies to the Accursed Marauder anyway. And, okay, we got to reanimate. Is that going to be any good? We can reanimate something of theirs. Well, let's just... Hang on a minute. Let's just press Z there. Have we got Shieldred back? It dies to the Accursed Marauder. Enters cards you named intensifies by 1, then you draw X, lose X's intensity. So I would draw 4. Correct? Is that correct? The intensity sticks with the card? Okay. Oh, Hive is really nice, actually. Make them sack that. They're going to sack it themselves. Okay. I'm kind of hyped with this Hive of the Eye Tyrant. But I'm not hyped at the fact that if they play the Chittering Skull Speaker from the graveyard, they're going to draw a hell of a lot of cards. On Earth. Oh dear. Oh dear. When it dies... Let's just kill Judith in response then. I really don't like Judith. She's freaking just taking me out every 5 seconds. Struggling to stay alive. Yeah. I don't think this card is good for the format. We can get back anything again. They can keep getting back Croxer to deal 3 damage to us. Oh, that's so painful. They're absolutely obsessed with Judith. It's not even their commander, guys. Do you know that? In fact, why don't they actually just use Judith as their commander? Strange one. 2 mana card reanimates their entire graveyard. Seems fair. Yeah, suddenly I don't feel so excited about Hive of the Eye Tyrant anymore. Marionette Apprentice. So now everything dies. We take 2 for each. Yeah, cool. We're going to call that, guys. Pretty painful, really. Yeah, I think I need to go into the editor and just change a few things. Let's see what we can do. Right, so this is the part of the video I'm just going to go through and just edit a few things that I think could be tweaked, improved, and just some comments. So a lot of people actually turned off by this. So if you don't like the tech editing side, the philosophical side of the cards while they're in here, then skip ahead. But I know some of you do like this, and I do like, this is kind of like the unique factor of the channel, because I don't see any other content creators really go through and justify why some things work and why things don't. So it's going to be quite a brutal like dissection of the deck just to see how we can improve it. But this is based on hundreds of thousands of hours of me playing Magic the Gathering and seeing what the algorithm likes. So the first thing is the mana base. I just want to quickly sort that out. So mana lands are just really too slow for the format right now. So I'm going to take those out. And just a quick thing I like to do is just look at the dual lands we have that we could put in. So there's a black-red one. So you want to have as many dual lands as humanly possible, really, just so we can ensure that we're hitting the nice color palette that we're aiming for. So no, we don't want that uncommon one, really. We don't really want anything that's uncommon. So we're taking out the Razor Trap Gorge. I misclicked. Right, okay. So mana lands are just too slow, in my opinion. You're just going to die. Also, fancy lands like Takanuma, 4 mana to take your turn off, take something back. It's just too much. Phyrexian Tower, I see why that's in the deck because you want to be sacrificing your opponent's creature to get some more mana, but it goes anyway at the end step. I don't know. That seems fine. I think Gate is okay in monocolor, and Forsaken Crossroads is much better in 3 colors or more. And I just don't like Fabled Passage because it can come in tap later on. And we put one more in. So that's just a pretty quick deep dive. So the lesson there is manlands are too slow. Now I'm going to take it cards I just don't think work very well in 1v1. Historic Brawl is just too slow. I think March is too slow. I don't want to be using cards to make this any cheaper, and I'm not really that bothered about using that effect. Spiteful Banditry, fair enough. Board wipe, just going to have a quick look. Valky's too slow. 7 mana's too slow for that Planeswalker. That doesn't win you the game, essentially. Tiny Bones is good, but I think we can squeeze in another... There's the other Tiny Bones as well, isn't there? We've got the other one. Whenever opponent discards exile it, you can play it. You've also got the 1 mana one as well. Any number of players. I mean, this is kind of a fun thing you could do. When it comes in, any number of players discard a card whenever legend comes in. But we're not really focused on that, are we, to be honest? So, Toasty wanted to have a Planeswalker theme. So let's see how many Planeswalkers we can have that we don't already. Well, Davriel's already a big red flag. That the fact he's not in the deck is kind of a bit sus. We've got... I think another thing we'll do is we're going to put in a Belis' Citadel synergy, which I really love. I don't think Vraska is good enough, and it doesn't even follow discard anyway. Pardon me. And yeah, I think, to be honest, the rest of it's fine. The lack of that Davriel hurts me inside slightly, but we're going to fix that now. I feel like cards like Celestis are just... They're okay, but it's just one spell that adds +1 mana, and if you're spending 3 mana to do this, it's not very effective. Staff of Completion is just about okay, because you're already paying 2 mana for adding 1, so adding anything 3 for 1 just doesn't feel as good. The One Ring is definitely coming out because that's increasing our opponent's difficulty level. Bonehorde Dracosaur doesn't really synergize with the deck too much. I think all these are pretty excellent. Fella Profane is fine. Davriel Damnation, Fel Spectre. We also want a copy of Sangromancer because Toasty told me they kept losing life in the game. Whenever opponent discards or creature dies, you gain 3, so that's really good as well. I feel like this is already improving. I've noticed a lack of board wipes. We only have Damnation, Meat Hook, and Spiteful, but I always want to put in my go-to, which is Languish. This is so underrated. Definitely use this. And also, you could also put in your Henny's Expertise, which I think is really nice as well. Kills a lot of small stuff and puts something into play, which is really quite crazy. If you're never sure how to build 2-color decks, by the way, just put in the 2-color filter in and hit gold. It comes with all the red, black, or whatever dual colors you've chosen cards that you may choose to have. I think Blood Splatter Analysis is actually a really amazing card. Dreadbore is actually pretty good. That's a common now. That used to be a rare. Okay, pretty crazy. And discard. I'm trying to be as quick as possible here because I know people don't like this part of the video, which is really sad. This is the bit where you have to think. But people just want to go bishy-bashy gameplay. It's ironic, right? Because people just want bishy-bashy gameplay, but then they moan when the gameplay is just the same. We're going to put in Prosper, but then they don't really think about what makes a deck good. I think that's a pitfall of a lot of players. A lot of these things we can leave out. Red, black, and yeah, I think that's fine. So we're really getting there. I think Keith's Archive is only good in decks that you're desperate to get to 6 mana or more. I think what we have here is fine. I feel like this Sorin doesn't really synergize with our deck. I know he's a Planeswalker. I know. These are all good things. The Snowlands in for there. Burglar Rats. It kind of... Let's just have a quick look and see. Look for triggers that say whenever discard. And then we'll take that filter off. So looking for anything that basically triggers whenever an opponent discards. Oppression's kind of nice. Play casts a spell that player discards a card. I'm going to put that in here because that's absolutely brutal spell. It hits both players. We've got Hypnotic Spectre, but I don't really want to unlock that with a rare wild card. Alcazotz is actually kind of nice because it comes back as a land if it gets killed. Bone Miser, Turgrid. I mean that should be in the deck because it's just so broken. And I think we're pretty close in terms of removal. There's no Lightning Bolt, which is that's heresy, I'm afraid. Lightning Bolt needs to go in every single deck with red. It's literally the best removal spell of all time, according to many, many, many charts and graphs. The primary reason is Lightning Bolt is good. It kills Ragavan. It kills a lot of one-mana small things. It kills players. It kills planeswalkers. It is so fundamental to have a bolt in any Red X deck. I'm just trying to think if we really need these small creatures like Virus Beetle. I think Diabolic Intent's going to come out because you can't reliably sacrifice a creature to do so because I do understand why it's in here because you're stealing a creature and then you're going to sacrifice it. But here's my issue. It's 5 mana to do that, and then another 2 to do this. It's just too slow. And 2s aren't that good if your deck is designed to just absolutely obliterate anyway. Reveals, discards 2 cards. I think that's just not that good. It's just too slow. Blood Splatter, Undercity Plunder. There's that 4 mana card that when it comes in, discard highest mana. Where is that? Oh, discards. And it's 4 mana. This is the issue, right? There's so many cards in the game now. Oh my goodness. Wrangle's Prank isn't in there. We've got to put that in. It's a discard deck. It has to be. Has to be. I can't find it now. I can't bloody find it. Holland of Knight's Reach. Where the hell is it? Vampire. I think it's a vampire. There we go. City Stalker Connoisseur. When it enters, target opponent discards 9 card with the greatest mana value. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm starting to think, though, with all these things that come in and do stuff, like not having a Panharmonicon kind of hurts. But I feel like Panharmonicon is just not good enough in this deck because our commander doesn't use ETBs, right? Okay, cool. So I'm also very, very disincentivized to use things like Soul Chat because removal is so powerful at 1 and 2 mana. 3 mana where you don't get to the selection is really quite bad, to be honest. Deep Cavern Vat, a card that gives your opponent the card back it's really bad. You just want to get rid of the card. Burglar Rat is so much infinitely better than Deep Cavern Vat, honestly. Get rid of that. Shield's Edict. I'm really not a huge fan of 1v1 each opponent sacks. In 3 to 4 player, each opponent sacks is just absolutely tip top. We need to get rid of 5 cards, and I have to be really brutal. I think Spiteful Banditry and Meathook are very similar cards, so it's difficult to have one without the other. I am wondering about Bone Crusher Giant. I think that's just an unnecessary card in the deck, given we already have Lightning Bolt. We don't really care about having creatures too much. It doesn't follow the discard plan. Chandra, Prosper, Languish. Even Fell 4 mana to do something that 3 mana could do, and the upside is it becomes a land. I'm not that enthralled by that. Liliana. It does follow the Planeswalker theme. How many Planeswalkers? We've got 8. I mean, it's not 100% Planeswalker theme. I'll try and keep it Planeswalker as possible. Rampage. Again, no selection. There's a lot of stuff that when you give someone a choice, it's just really bad, guys. I just don't think I like those kind of cards. I think Dreadbore is so much better than that. Yes, you can't get rid of artifacts, but we've got a Braid anyway. Hopefully I'm doing this quick enough. I don't know what to do. Discards, really good. Dark Ritual, Blood Chief's Thirst. Even that's too slow, I think. Sorcery Speed. I'd rather just use Fatal Push and Lightning Bolt, really. One more card. Fable. Yeah, this is a synergize. So I think this is a pretty sick list. It obviously, the more cards come into the format, oddly, the more homogenized things get. But I just think the queue I play in is so volatile, so violent that I need to have the best cards to win. And that's sadly, if you're sad about that, I'm sorry as well. You just have to have the best cards now. And part of me died inside saying that. But yeah. You'll notice a lot of homogenization, decks looking the same. But if you're not doing it, I'm not winning games, and people don't like to see that. So here we go. A very, very refined list for Toasty for Angrath in 2025. Let's see if we can do any better here. This is an interesting matchup because I've already mulliganed, just so you know. I've got no way of currently dealing with Ketram. Okay, the language does deal with it. And it's going to be a tricky match, though, because they're going to be exiling the hell out of us all the time. Angrath can gain control of Ketramos, steal it for a turn, and then sack it at the end, actually. So that could be okay. I do want to... Ketramos is interesting because it looks like it might be aggro, but I feel as though it's mostly going to be control, to be honest. Okay, we got pretty lucky there. They basically played Ketramos out with no protection of any kind. So language does hit it, and now it's 5 mana. Feeling pretty good. We might want to just maybe use some decoys, maybe shielded. I don't know. I feel like they're going to have removal for literally anything we're going to do, right? That's my assumption. So let's just feed them a shielded fit here. I know it's crazy. Feed them a $90 card, but I want to keep my walkers alive, and I want them to run out of removal. So that's part of Magic. I think that's the hardest thing to train people. Oh my god, they're going to let us draw? Yeah, but yeah, just getting back to what I was saying. The hardest thing to train new players, especially, is the idea, especially playing Mono Black or Black X, is that sometimes you have to concede a part of your plan in order to push your plan forward. And that's why if you've watched my videos and you don't really understand when I say decoy spell, decoy spell is basically just a spell you're giving up, and you know its power level's good. You have to get it through counter spells and removal spells just so you can get through better things or other things, right? It's a tricky one. Why did they just play Ketramos so Angrath can just kill him in one go?
Your crew from my...
That was a strange move. Maybe they just didn't read Angrath's abilities. Maybe they thought you attack with it and then it dies, but that just feels a bit odd. Unless that was a decoy spell. Oh, I've just been done. I've just been got. Feed the swarm. So go for Chandra, add red, feed the swarm, or we could just add red and use anything really.
Hey, over here. This will be easy.
Let's save feed the swarm. I think I'm going to save feed the swarm. Let's just triumph the shielded here. Yeah, because what if they play a big enchantment? You know, I might struggle to get rid of it. So yeah, this is... It's funny because the opponent's now using the cards I don't like. I still don't like Shadow to do, because what if we had 2 or 3 viable hits? We would have chosen the worst one, obviously. Cling to Dust. So they haven't got 7 mana yet. Okay, they're working their way there, I guess. We'll save that. We'll save Davral for a bit later when they've got fewer cards in hand, I think. Let's see what's in their hand. So if they have removal, we'll get to see all the hand anyway, regardless. Crabomination. Bloody hell. Okay. So they do have loads of removal spells. Ephemerate's interesting. I guess that's to save Ketramos, isn't it? Exile anything. Exile creature. Exile small thing. Search for a small thing. Oh, look at this hand. It's just crazy. And the threat of searching for any card is enough. That is crazy. I know that was just the first game after my edits, but it did already feel kind of smooth. And I don't know, maybe it's anecdotal. Let's keep going and see if... I mean, it's impossible to say without a huge sample size of like 1,000 games, but anecdotally, it did feel smoother. But yeah, let's keep going. Right, weirdly, we've been matched against Ketramos again. Let's see if we can repeat our previous victory. This hand is noticeably worse, I think, because we can't actually deal with Ketramos with it currently. But Angrath is still, it's a guarantee that we can get rid of it. Deep Cavern Bat. Do you know what's really ironic about this matchup? I keep seeing cards that I took out, and I'm just thinking... I'm not a fan of those, but... So we need some kind of removal or a land. Tap land again. Like even that one tap land feels like it's going to slow me down. I mean, we have 2 pieces of removal, so that's exactly where you want to be when you face effects like this. It slows you down for sure, but wouldn't you just rather get rid of it? What do they choose? They chose waste not. I'm not even bothered about that. But I mean, since we're here, since we've got nothing else to do with the mana, let's just do it. I feel like maybe that was an arbitrary choice anyway, because they knew we had the kill spell. Ketromo's is going to be annoying with our current hand. But, yeah, we just have to see what we can do. They probably have an answer for the black market connections. And if they don't, then we can potentially go for the Angrath. Spirited Companion. Interesting one. Okay, so we managed to get some stuff. Dreadbore. No natural land. Not sure what we can really do against this stuff. Hello.
Yeah.
What you got? Do you want to sit on my lap?
Yeah.
Okay, close the door.
Why?
How's your day been? I'm recording a video, darling. You want to sit down properly? How's your day been then?
What's read that book?
It's a book about Japan.
What's how
You can have a look. Okay, just tear everything to pieces. Oh, no, leave that there. That's my bookmark.
Why?
It's what you put in to keep your place.
What's read it?
I currently cannot read it because I'm playing a game, darling.
Why? I pressed that sunshine button.
Okay. True chaos has already ensued. Yeah. 4, 5, 6. Maybe we just go for the Ashiok and create 2 blockers, or we can go.
What? But my Lord is going down there. What?
Yes.
What's going down there?
You know, it's just going everywhere with that. It's going into the microphone. It's going into the computer. It's going across the world to people all over the planet.
Why all over the planet?
I think I'm going to go for Ashiok.
Oh.
Not too loud. People are going to be deafened by your angelic choir.
You tell them.
That's a lovely song. What is that song?
He took all away.
Wandering Emperor.
Feel the energy.
Right in
Read
the...
this book.
May your blade.
We can't read the book because I'm currently... No, don't rip it. That's one of my favourite books ever. Please don't rip it.
What read it?
No, you can't at the minute.
Why?
Sometimes Daddy has to say no, I'm afraid.
What?
The dark side of parenting, saying no. What's what?
What's the name?
Lego.
I've touched it.
You can't currently, maybe later,
Why?
because I'm in the middle of something.
I'm going to wait for him. I touch a small one.
Do you just want Pikachu instead?
No. I want a small
Oh my
spaceship.
goodness. 1
I beat you.
and
I beat you.
2. Okay, can I have Pikachu?
I'm pirate.
There's Pikachu.
What is that's pirate peach?
Yeah, Pirate Pikachu.
That's a swimming one.
Oh my goodness.
We must protect.
They've managed to get everything and... blimey. I need a board wipe now. How has this gotten like this? How am I...
Yeah.
Louis, don't touch that, please. Seriously, you're getting annoying now. Sometimes you're super cute and lovely, but today you've just gone extreme full crazy mode.
Why are you picking the cards?
It's a card game, isn't it?
Wow. What are you picking?
Until
Let your
next time,
cards
then.
gone.
Hmm?
Why are there? Don't feel there.
Oh my goodness. So many things happening.
What's this?
1, 2, 3, 4. Louis, you couldn't possibly make any more noise, mate. I'm so sorry, guys. Louis, stop it. You're making all the noises, aren't you? What have you just tell me what you've done today? What have you done today?
What's the Westby Park?
You went to Wisby Park?
Yeah, with Lala.
Lala?
Nana!
Nana.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What did you do? Please stop doing that.
Closed.
That's going to reverberate through space and time, that noise.
Park is closed on Westby Park.
Oh, is it? So what did you do instead, then?
On the wall, went that way.
Okay.
Way.
They're getting life.
There's
Oh,
them
my
back
goodness.
this way. And we go up the hill down there.
They really don't like waste knot, do they?
We go down there. And I'm tired. Went back that way down there. I was tired. Can't do that anymore.
Oh, dear. They said that you were tired.
Yeah.
Oh, dear, darling.
What are you doing? I don't do that. I didn't know what's in there.
You are literally right next to it. You look an old woman on the phone.
D. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys. This is like the most destruction I've ever... This is like literally a flashbang grenade that just literally came out of nowhere and just completely put me off. I'm so sorry.
Your crew from mine.
Can I survive? I don't know about this. We can actually gain 4 at least. Do you have to touch everything in this room? Every surface connected to this microphone that's connected to any kind of sound recorded equipment is currently being touched at by my 4-year-old boy, and therefore... No, you can't. Because that's gonna... No, go and see Mummy. You can't have the fan on. I'm recording.
I'm sweating.
Okay, you could be sweaty, but... I'm sorry. You can't do everything. You can't have the fan on. It's going to cause too much noise. People are watching. Look.
People are watching.
Yes, people are watching, and therefore you have to be good. So let's kill this in response, so they can't get rid of our Angrath as easily. To be honest, it doesn't really matter what they take here, because we're going to lose multiple cards. Because out of all the things they picked a bat. Isn't that a bit weird? Emperor of Bones. I'm kind of confused here about what's kind of... Exile a card from a grave. Louis. Bloomin' heck. 4-year-olds. He was alright last week when he was 3. Now he's 4. He's an absolute bloody nightmare. Aren't you?
What's this?
Wait, so when... Animal caps up on this creature. How did that have haste? Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step.
What?
They did a lot of stuff there. That's kind of interesting.
He's got 3 too.
Yeah.
Why got 2?
This is... I'm going to lose about 1,000 subscribers for this, Louis.
I'm gonna lose.
I'm going to lose because you keep talking and doing things. I'm dead anyway now. Flippin' heck. That's completely thrown me off. Don't have kids, don't record videos, don't do anything. There's no point. There's no point. Oh. I mean, to be honest, I probably would have lost anyway, even if this rascal wasn't here. You little rascal, aren't you? You little rascal. Flippin' heck. Oh. How many subscribers can Calm get you? Calm? I got really lucky there, though, with the Emperor Bones, exiling stuff, returning things, coming in with haste. Crazy. What is going on with you, you little monkey? Bloomin' heck. Right, let's see how we do versus Vorinclex. Right, the kid's gone down. My goodness. The random surprise attacks, love them to pieces, but my goodness, trying to record. Very difficult, believe it or not. don't know if you don't know if you garnered that from. No, I love him. It's just he's all right. He can be all right just sat, but sometimes he presses every button under the sun, and it's like, damn. Have mercy. Did killing that elf make a difference? Who knows? Let's go for Crucius. Similar effect to Cold Steel Heart anyway. We'll discard this. Let's go higher. That's good to see. Blood in the Snow is also going to be really nice as well, because they're bound to have big green things, right? Surely. Surely. Also, if they play something small, we could use Angrath, steal it, and then it dies. Colossal Rattleworm for 4 mana. That's quite terrifying indeed. Trample. 4 mana, 6/5 trample. Oh, baby. That's pretty crazy. I guess we're going to use Blood in the Snow in the next turn. So we will take 6 at the very least. This having Death Touch is very good against green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fight rigging, and they're going to get a free spell out of this instantly. Oh boy, that's scary playing fight rigging onto a 6-power creature. And Mythweaver Park. Holy crap. Well, you might as well just take a little bit of the damage off, because Crucius is going to die anyway. 19. Okay. Davriel. If they have a protection spell here. Okay, thank goodness for that. Crucius comes back. Let's get rid of Davriel. Crucius comes back. Cruelty of Gix. Okay, so there's 2 built into the cruelty that maybe we can use to get an Etherflux Reservoir or something. Vorinclex, so we need another removal spell, or we're going to get our ass whipped by Vorinclex, big boy. So much mana to continuously just do the things over and over again. It's going to be a 7/7. Cruelty of Gix. Might need to find something fast here. Maybe we just search a library for a card. Because I don't think we've got time to face off against a 7/7. Especially when we've got a Bolus of Citadel in hand. Search for a card. So we want a 3 or less mana card that can try and kill Vorinclex in some way, shape or form. Bedevil. Liliana. That actually is perfect because it doesn't target the creature, so it gets around any potential protection. Potential protection spells. PP.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
Okay. It's nice when we have a pretty evenish kind of game like this.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Crucius is actually kind of bonkers as well. Like the fact he just upgrades all our cards to game enders. Let's just get another game ender, I guess, until we run out. And then it's like, no, oh my goodness, and a Tergrid as well. Next turn we're going to revive something, so we could revive the Park, the Colossal Rattleworm. Probably the Park, right? I think if we revive the Park. Oh, they've got Sangromancer to give us some life. I think that would be kind of... Oh no! Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. Down to 7. That is horrendous, actually. Oh dear. Death Touch. Are we going to die to this? Maybe just go for... I don't know. I actually don't know what we go for. Oh dear. 6/5. I guess the 6... Oh, I guess we'll go for this guy. I suppose we could have gained some life there if we'd gone for the Sangromancer, couldn't we? But Right, so now we're going to have to really make them work for it. Let's go for this. They discard a card. And if they discard a non-land, we get it. Oh, I think Sangromancer would have been actually pretty good. With Turgor on the field, though. Hopefully we can turn the tide here. What they're going to give us? The smallest creature, please, sir. And then obviously Liliana's going to give us something else. So it might not be something good with this hit. Oh, they got rid of the protection. So they did have the protection. To be honest, Citadel's not going to be very good here anyway because
Drop it.
they... our life is 7. So... land. We get a land. And we do not want to go in. We've got nothing to discard, sadly. So that's going to be a 10-10. With all these abilities. Which kind of sucks. Oh, man, I don't want to lose to just random hasters. That is sad. We've already had to deal with the POC in the... Well, not POC, but it was in the graveyard. A free spell, the fight rigging. 4 mana, 6/5. Trample. What? That's so creepy, that power. So the turn X Rex comes in with 10. We can double block it. Or we could even go Rattleworm, Crucius, Virus Beetle to triple block it. If they have some kind of fight spell, that's going to be really bad because the Rattleworm would just die. And then we would be forced. Oh no, it's getting bigger and bigger. Oh man, as if they had all these fight spells. That's so and it's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As if that now takes us over the block. 5. So we have to triple block. Well, that absolutely sucks, doesn't it? They had 2 things that were perfect enough for this not to die during combat. And a fight spell. So we're down to 3. And we're at 8 infect. Yeah, well, it looks like I can't win any games today. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, unless the top card is... You know, we had an insane keep there. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm Toasty. I really tried. Tried to make the deck better. And there was glimmers of hope, but... A good deck will never beat lucky opponents. You can be the best player of Magic of all time, but if you just not got the luck that day, it's just kind of what this game is. And the Gilded Goose. But yeah, the Tyrannex Rex really just kind of... That actually really, really irritates me. If they didn't play the Gilded Goose, we could have actually stopped them there. The Gilded Goose actually means that we now die. Yeah, maybe we should have gone for Sangromancer. Yeah, and the reason for that is we take a creature, but now when we make them sack, they sack the goose. What are the actual... It was 3 turns in a row in which the opponent was lucky, but yeah, there we are, guys. I think the deck is still fun. But yeah, obviously, if you're playing against someone who has more luck than you, it's very difficult. But yeah, hope you enjoyed today's video. A Tyrannex Rex coming in at 7, 10, and then 11. When you have the adequate blockers, what can you do? We lose to regular damage and effect in the same turn. Oh well. Shame. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.